this can help you visually see your entry, your stop, and your targets. We're going to talk about how to turn your Fibonacci retracement tool into a trade setup tool. This can be done on TradingView, and we're going to do it on thinkorswim as well. So I won't be covering TradingView, but I will be covering here on thinkorswim. thinkorswim, I will say for this, may not be quite as friendly, but it is really simple to set up, and I'll show you what it looks like actually. So let's see. We were to zoom in here and look at, let's go ahead and shrink these down. All right, so right here, we can see there's a nice bear candle closing above the 10 EMA, which is my light blue line, and actually bouncing off of that rather nicely. So if we wanted to have a setup, we could actually come in here and draw something like, I don't know, like so. Let's just say we went below, all the way below, oops, sorry, this pivot here, somewhere down there. You can see what this does is actually is using that fib tool and actually tells you if this is your entry, this green line here, this red line is your stop, this number up here, which actually happens to coincide with the high of day. Oh, wow. What do you know? Is your 1.2 hour target. And here's a 1.4 target and a 2 hour target if you had so desired, which would have all hit. So wouldn't have known that to be the case, right? When this came in, but this is what it would look like. Let's go ahead and just for now, I'm going to go ahead and take off my volume profile just so we can see it better. There we go. All right. So how do we set this up? Well, in order to bring up your drawing tools, there's a couple of different ways to do it. One, you can just click on drawings right here and then go down to drawing tools. And then these are your drawing tools right here. And here's your Fibonacci retracement tool. So that's one way to bring it up. Another way is to, if you have a middle mouse wheel, you can click on that button and you actually can bring up a little drawing tool pad right there, and you can click on Fibonacci retracements. And if you are really cool and you have a toolbar, then you can click on that. And that's how you can draw this tool. And it works in the short direction as well. So if this were to line up with some sort of short trade, there we go. Why am I not clicking on it? Something like that would have been a pretty gnarly trap, although your stop would be much higher. So probably your stop would be at least there, which you probably got to 1R, but not to 1.2 there. Anyway, let's see how we set this up. So if I double click on that Fibonacci tool, you are going to have to draw a Fibonacci retracement. At least that's the easiest way I found to bring up the properties. And then just go ahead and double click on it, or you can, I guess you could also just right click and then go to edit properties. But either way, double clicking or right clicking, you'll see something that actually looks, it will not look like this. Your default will probably look something like this. Probably look something like that without the colors. All the colors will be red. That's what your default would look like. So it's just a regular Fibonacci retracement where you click on the 2 points, you have the start of the wave, end of the wave, start of the wave, end of the wave, and then you're seeing how far you can retrace and also extend to. All right, so this is what yours normally looks like. Again, with the exception of the colors. You're going to come in here, and what you're going to do is you're going to click on Add Curve. So Add Curve is how I got these other numbers. So if we add another one, I can say, well, what if I wanted to see what a, I don't know, a 3R target was? And I would type in 4, because if 1 represents your entry and 0 represents your stop, then 4 would represent basically making 3 times your risk. That's why I have a 2.2 for a 1.2 and a 1.2R target and a 2.4 for a 1.4R target. So you're going to uncheck all these other fib numbers. These are special fib numbers. So I did leave them there, and then just added new curves because apparently you can just add curves. And then you can also change the color. So I like to have, we want one. I like to have my targets in purple. So we can go ahead and add that. And there we go, or lavender. And that should be it. So we just check mark the ones that we want staying on the chart, and we uncheck the ones that we don't want. You can click here, save it as default, and that will make that the default so that anytime you bring up this fib retracement tool, it will bring this up again. So this does overwrite your normal fib retracement. So one way to get around that is, I guess you could instead use the fib extension tool if you ever wanted to do more retracements. And so do that, right? If you want to do a classic extension, you could also use the extension to click back and forth in order to create a retracement. And then you just keep this as your setup tool. But this is a quick, easy way. You can notice that as soon as you clicked on the two spots, you actually got price levels. And if yours does not show price levels, make sure that you say show price on the right. And I do have it as an extension to the right as well. So those are settings you can all use. And it gives you the prices right there. So you don't have to like hover over candles. You can click and just use those prices, enter in your spreadsheet, calculate your risk, and you already have your targets in place. So this doesn't actually set up the order for you. You still have to, come over here or right click on the screen and actually, set up your order by custom, right, with OCO bracket, something of the like. But this can help you visually see your entry, your stop, and your targets. Hope that was helpful. It's another Think or Swim tip by Thomas Wong and Real Life Trading. You can go to our website, check out our free courses, and like and subscribe, and check out our other free videos on YouTube. Thanks.